Hello, I'm just going to make a little video about indie campers, my experience with indie campers. I rented a camper with indie campers, it's probably a little over a year ago, and I ended up sitting basically on the side of the road in an industrial estate. But it's a little bit more complicated than that. It wasn't entirely indie camper's fault. What happened was our plane got delayed. It actually had to do a go around. It was quite exciting. We came in to land and we couldn't land because there was a tailwind and it was too far up the runway. So we had to take off again. So our plane actually had to do a go around and circle the airport and come back. When we finally got into the airport, we got a taxi, and the taxi man didn't know where indie campers were. So we had an address and we drove around for about 3/4 of an hour trying to find the place. Now, I've got to take my hat off to the taxi man. He didn't charge us for 3/4 of an hour. He charged us very little, and he was very, very sympathetic to our plight. This was in Bilbao, in Spain. Now, when we got there, indie campers were closed. The door was closed and there was nobody there. So I was there on an industrial estate in Bilbao, in Spain, at 7 o'clock in the evening, and nowhere to go, nothing to do, and didn't know how to get out of it. So I rang them anyway, and I rang them several times. But they said that they couldn't help me, that I'd have to come back tomorrow, that it was my fault that I was late. And I suppose it was my fault. I was late, but it wasn't intentional that I was late. But they wouldn't hear of sending somebody out to help me, like. But look, hey, I was late and it was my fault. I'm not complaining about it. The next day we went in and we picked up the camper in Indie Campers. And I got to say, they were absolutely more than helpful. They were absolutely brilliant. They showed us the camper, we drove the camper. The man stayed with me while I got used to it, and he showed me all the workings of it, and he couldn't have done more. He was absolutely fantastic. Now, we hired the Grand California, which was a beautiful, beautiful machine, I honestly got to say. But one thing that was sorely lacking